Morning, prima. First and foremost, happy birthday. Yeah, I know it's a little early for you. I'm 3 hours ahead, but I said, you know what? Let me just do a quick little pull a card here for one of my favorite people in the world. So I hope you have a blessed birthday. I hope you know how much I miss you and love you, and I hope at least one of your wishes comes true today, okay? And with that said, I gotta be honest, girl. This is not the best reading I've seen. But it is what it is. I drew them, and this was it. So if we're talking in general, the day is that you have to make good choices. Um, you have to use intelligence. Weighing the decisions, maybe not be impulsive. It's really about good decision making. And I see you're going to be upset with something, really upset with something, but it also looks like your expectations weren't realistic to begin with. So you need to make good decisions. And I feel like maybe you knew when you made this decision that it wasn't the best, but you were hoping for the best anyway. And of course, the best didn't come out, and you're really upset. You're probably thinking, geez, can't I catch a break? You can, but you also have to hold yourself accountable for the role you play. And I feel like this decision that you made that didn't turn out the way you wanted to, you already knew it was a long shot and you knew it wasn't the best. So forgive yourself for being human, and try to dust yourself off and try again, okay? Um, there's just going to be with that said, there's probably going to be some poor conditions either in your health, finances, or again partnerships. It depends where this bad decision was made. Was it regarding finances? Was it regarding um relationships? Was it regarding health? So it seems like it's going to be a day where you're going to be feeling a little down, and I'm really sorry about that. um but I have to tell you what I see here, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm not going to say something that I'm not seeing. So that's what it is. I know you're a strong person, so I know that this too shall pass. And remember, this is just the day's energy, so this isn't going to last forever. But yeah, it just seems like you could have made a better choice. So right now you'll just be dealing with the outcome, with the consequence of the choice you made. But remember, deep down inside, you kind of already knew that this wasn't the best choice, but you went for it. Maybe it was the lesser of two evils, right? Maybe the alternative wasn't much better. But you know what? God is good, and never forget that. Now, it is possible too that of course that this is just the general part of it, but if we were to use these same cards, if we were to use these same cards to turn this into maybe like a love reading, um I think the energy isn't going to be too much better, except that in love, this is going to lend itself to grant you growth and understanding. um maybe you were just, we all get lonely, and sometimes, or sometimes you're just in that mood where you want to like fuck shit up, right? And so from an intimate standpoint, just know that it's okay to have desires. It's okay to want. um just make sure that you're checking yourself, because you can really grow from this, and if you can, um you can grow yourself, and you can grow everything around you, partnerships, relationships. So keep that in mind, okay? I don't want you to feel like all is lost, because it's not. But again, you just have to, um don't feel bad. Like if this was a potential love relationship and you went for it and it didn't work out, don't feel bad. You're human. That's human nature. And how else are you going to learn if you don't try, right? If you don't put yourself out there. Also, it does say that it could have been an intimate relationship, and it doesn't have to be intimate as in sexual. It could be intimate as in with a parent or a child or a sibling. Maybe you gave them another chance and maybe they let you down again. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. But again, this goes back to that growth and understanding, and you're human. And it's okay to want to give people chances, but I am seeing that whoever you gave that chance to, they let you down again. And I'm sorry, but just like you're human, they're human. Just like you have to forgive yourself, forgive them. You don't know what they're going through. They have to learn their own lessons, and you can't learn that for them. You can only learn your lessons for you. They're going to have to learn their lessons on their own. And I feel like you do have someone close to you that does love you and support you, and you can totally rely on this person. Um, so instead of looking at what you don't have or what is lost, look at what's right there in front of you, what's always been there. Okay, because you don't want to diminish their value. You don't want to push them away, and also, maybe you were just again human nature, and maybe you were just bored, and you reached out to someone that you knew wasn't going to work out with because you knew that person would be there. Don't play with anyone either because you don't want to be played with. So that's just a side note there, if I may. And justice is coming for you. I don't know that you're going to get justice today, but I do see it here maybe within the next 9 to 20 days. So whatever the circumstance is, if it wasn't you making a bad judgment call and someone just played you, or there were unseen events or unspoken thoughts, you'll get justice for this. But remember that justice is everybody. The judgment is not what come out, justice is what came out. So again, back to what I said earlier about holding yourself accountable for the role you played in this. Justice is coming not just for the people, it's coming for the situation, which means everyone involved. I do wish I could have had a happier reading for you. I'm sorry. And I don't laugh because I think it's funny. I laugh because I just do that sometimes, right? Um, but I think that what you're going to learn from this is that nothing's free and nothing comes easy. And you're just going to have to put in the hard work. And maybe you're tired. Maybe you're tired of always putting in the work and always being the bigger person. And I get it. But that's who you are. Don't lose your essence. Don't lose yourself in all of this. And this isn't the first um, bad choice you've made, or bad turnout. So not all is lost. Just get up, dust yourself off and try again. Cowgirl up. I love you so much. Wishing you a very blessed day. And again, happy birthday, dear Nydia. Happy birthday to you. Mwah.